This man puts flyers on people's doors every day. As long as no one removed the flyers for days on end, Jack would just openly pry the lock and sneak in to stay for a few days, because most people who see a flyer on their door will tear it down. And if they don't, that means the family's on a trip. He'd sneak into someone else's house. He'd brush his teeth with someone else's toothbrush, put on someone else's clothes, experience what it's like to be the host, and then he'd take out his camera and take a picture with the host and ride away. But Jack didn't just come into people's houses to eat and drink. Before each host went home, he'd wash the clothes out of the house, and then he'd take them out to dry. In this way, Jack has quietly moved into hundreds of homes, but strangely, he was never discovered. On this day, Jack came to a rich man's house where flyers had been placed for several days. While he was checking the rich man's room as usual, he didn't notice a bruised woman in the corner. Lisa watched as a stranger entered her home. She didn't call the police. Instead, she hid and watched his every move. Lisa watched Jack help with the laundry after he ate. Suddenly, she felt that this stranger did not look like a bad person. At night, she boldly ran up to him. Jack was so scared that he hurriedly put on his clothes and was ready to leave. He didn't realize that just then Lisa suddenly screamed. At first, Jack didn't care, but in the middle of the road, he suddenly realized that Lisa might need help. So Jack hurried back to the millionaire's house, revving the engine loudly. Unexpectedly, Lisa soon heard the noise, got into his car, and left the troubled place with him. From then on, Jack took Lisa with him every time he posted a flyer. They lived like parasites in other people's homes. This day, as usual, they went to an empty house, but when they opened the door, Jack was stunned, unable to bear looking, and quickly shut the door. Lisa, curious, immediately pulled the door open again.